Hello, I'm the Craft Cuckoo and I'm going to show you how I make toothpaste. This is what we'll need: organic raw coconut oil, any brand, sodium bicarbonate, I'm using aluminium free but you can use ordinary if you want to, peppermint essential oil, making sure it's therapeutic grade. If you want to make this, just research if these oils are okay to use for you personally. And clove essential oil. I think clove bud might be better, but I'm using clove leaf because that's what I've got at the moment. Again, therapeutic grade. This is xylitol. And you'll need a glass jar with a lid, clean and scalded out. And something narrow to stir with. I've got chopsticks. And a spoon for scooping. Okay, let's go. Get your raw coconut oil and fill your jar just under halfway with it. This is the most important ingredient. You could just use this to clean your teeth with if you really want, but you wouldn't get that zingy feeling. It tastes of coconut and it's really good for you in loads of ways actually, but not if it's refined. It's also an amazing moisturiser, but only use a little bit because it can be a bit greasy. Look into it, it's really good stuff. This is solid like butter at the moment, as you can see, because I live in the UK and it was cold when I filmed this. But if it's hot where you live, it might be a lot looser or fully melted. It keeps for longer if you keep it in the fridge though. That's a bit. Okay, I think that's about half full. Squish it down with your spoon, make sure it's not kind of full of air. Oh, I forgot to mention, you also need a bowl of hot water, which is what I've got here, just to melt the oil so we can mix the other things into it. So you just leave it there to melt, give it the odd stir to help it along. Then you can evenly mix everything else in. Okay, that's melted now. Doesn't take that long to melt. Next we add the sodium bicarbonate. We're looking for a 50-50 mix of coconut oil to sodium bicarb. It's good because it's not too abrasive compared to commercial toothpastes. It changes the pH of your mouth, so it decreases your dental plaque acidity. So it helps prevent cavities. It makes it more difficult for plaque to form on your teeth, and increases the calcium uptake by your dental enamel. But it does taste very salty, so you'll need the xylitol and the essential oils, because it is, yeah, pretty salty. Just give it a good mix, make sure it's dispersed in all of that oil quite evenly. It does tend to sink a bit, so. Okay, next is the peppermint essential oil. It's an antiseptic, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory and astringent. It helps to combat bad breath and fight bacteria in your mouth. So you just want a few drops of this. Try very small amounts at first in case of allergies and things. I use about 8. Next is the xylitol. Add as much as you like of this, 1 or 2 teaspoons maybe in this size pot. I use 1 here. Sweetens up the saltiness a bit, and it also helps to alkalise the mouth and fight plaque. In Finland it's given to preschoolers to stop decay of permanent teeth. You need about 6 to 10 grams a day, I think, so you can like mix it in water and have a drink of it and stuff like that if you wanted to put more in your diet. Give it a good mix. Okay. Just a couple of drops for this size pot. It helps relieve dental pain, fights germs and freshens breath. Again, do your own research or talk to your doctor if you're in any doubt about using these essential oils. Don't use clove oil if you've got diabetes or if you're pregnant or things like that. It's not for under 2s either, or people on blood thinning medication. So you just do your own research on the oils. Don't use it for long periods of time. Maybe just when your mouth's sore. At the moment I've got my wisdom teeth coming through, so that's why I'm using it. You could also use ground clove powder. There's lots of other oils you can use instead. Make sure you give it all a good mix. And there you go. If you want to speed up the cooling process, I've got a bowl of iced water here, so you just leave that in there to cool, stirring occasionally just so it doesn't settle like the sodium bicarb and the xylitol. Let's just give it a little stir around every now and then. So now it looks about done. Do the upside down test. Yep, that's not too bad. See, it's solidified now, pretty much. Get your knife. Still a bit soft in the middle, but that's absolutely fine. And then you just put it on your toothbrush and brush your teeth as normal. And don't swallow. Ta-da!